So, well, with winter coming closer, Eric has sent us the first of probably a few diesel heaters to look at as we're getting ready for winter. This is an Hcalory. It's an all-in-one heater. Your heater and fuel tank and your exhaust and air intake are all inside this box. And this exhaust goes on the end there. You'll notice that it has wheels. That's because it's got wheels and a not a carry handle, a pulling handle, so you can wheel it about to your destination or wherever it is you're going to put it. And actually, this handle's really nice. I hope they're a generic handle that like all the suitcase manufacturers use, but that's a really nice handle. I even like the wheels. The wheels are nice. They feel like they've actually got real bearings inside them. There's no play and there's got nice smooth action. This is the lid of the Z box. Open box, and there is fuel tank and diesel heater, and there's a flap on the box so you can get to the fuel tank for refilling. On the back, which way is the back? This way is the back. On the back, that'll be your air intake through the heater, and that is your 12-volt connection. There is an IEC plug hole slot here missing, and later on in the video, well, I'll explain why. You'll see why in a few moments, hopefully. This side just has a cutout so you can see the diesel fluid level, and on the front is the hot air outlet where you could get a bit of ducting onto, and the control panel. And this one, I presume, is Bluetooth. I'm assuming it's Bluetooth. I think it might not be the Bluetooth version. I haven't turned it on yet. We're doing this all together. So this might not be the Bluetooth version, but if it is, you'll be able to control it via your app. If it is not the Bluetooth version, it comes with a remote control, much like this one. Here's a remote control. Now, this is advertised as running on mains or 12 volts because it includes an AC power adapter that you just put onto the two terminals on the back of the heater, positive and negative. You plug this into your mains, but this is an unfused plug. I know it says 10 amps, 250 volts, but this has no fuse, so I mean, my best suggestion is a 12 volt, 15 amp power supply. But I'm going to say, take this and throw it away as far as you can. Throw it as far into the trash as you can, because what you do not want is any sort of unfused appliance connected in anywhere. And it's not a replaceable cable, so, well, maybe not throw away. What I would do is cut the plug off then. Don't throw it away. That was a silly suggestion. Cut the plug off, put a fused plug on the end of it, and then use it. Just now, for the purpose of testing, we will just use it as is. Carefully. We've got RCD sockets. We'll be alright. There should no be real danger of death. You get exhaust, pipe and silencer to go on the sides, and you get, well, probably, we'll call it a hardwire kit if you were going to mount this somewhere permanently. But if you're mounting it somewhere permanently, what was kind of the point in buying a portable one? And a couple of Jubilee clips for the exhaust. That's what you get in your heater. Let us now proceed to the part of the video where I open the box up and show you the insides. I'm just going to not spoiler alert just now. I'm not taking the diesel heater apart. We've seen the insides of enough diesel heaters. There's nothing exciting. It's just going to be a normal Hcalory 5 kilowatt diesel heater. Okay, I know the disassembly has started mid-disassembly, and I've committed the cardinal rule of not filming everything, but I was so shocked and saddened that I had to show you this first before we proceed any further. So this is it lying on the side. This is the back panel, which has the 12 volt connectors and this flappy IEC style kettle lead connector that would normally be used for 240 volts or 120 volts if you're in 120 volt country. But that would be mains AC inlet power. This heater does not use mains AC inlet power. They have coupled the mains AC line directly into the 12 volt feed into the heater. There is no inverter in here. There's no mains to 12 volt, or there's no AC to DC converter. There is nothing. If you were to plug a mains powered kettle lead into that and plug it into a wall receptacle, you would fry that ECU faster than you can say, oh my goodness, the air's missing as well, but that doesn't really matter because it's a plastic box. Oh, that's just the first one. That's number one of, I'm calling it, that is unforgivable, that one. You've shown people an AC connector and you say AC DC on the box. If you were to plug an AC line in there, that would be the last thing that heater's ECU ever did. And in a moment, I'm going to unplug them, wrap a bit of tape around them, tape them together so you can never accidentally plug that into the mains. So that is the first thing that we saw. Let me take you off the camera stand and we will go into the second thing that is, it's bad. It's not as bad as that because it's fixable, but, well, I mean, it's fixable if you mess up the first time. Here is how my heater arrived. Can anyone see anything wrong with this picture? Hopefully, if you've spotted it, you'll notice that the fuel inlet here, the spout, is not connected to the fuel pump pipe. Basically, your fuel pump is here, comes from your fuel tank, it would be lying down the side. Fuel comes out of pump, fuel goes into spout. Fuel is not connected. If you fill this with diesel and turned it on, all you would get is mostly a mess of the diesel pouring out the mesh on the bottom. Not only that, it's really, really, well, it's the cheap plastic, cheap plastic pipe, the kind of the melting kind, or the easier to melt kind, not like the, I don't have a bit here to show you, no, the hard plastic nylon base kind, which is a lot more temperature and ultraviolet forgiving, but that is basically, I don't know if it's how hard to see, it was right up against the exhaust, and even once that's attached, I'm going to have to bend the fuel pump round a bit so it will sit a bit better round that way. Tighten up that nut so it keeps the pump pointing that way, and then put that fuel pump around there so it's not sitting near that exhaust. The mains straight into 12 volt, that's the unforgivable, absolutely unforgivable, and they should just recall all of these units. If we've got, how many have we got right now, and disconnect that, just absolutely disconnect it. That is shocking. Literally shocking. Right, I decided just to entirely take away the plug and the wires, and because what they had done was to solder the connections straight onto the plug, so they're soldered straight on. So rather than have any problems with that in the future, I have just removed the entire thing, unscrewed. That's it. Right, now we are inside. There is the diesel heater, 5 kilowatt for 5 kilowatt body. Doesn't look to be anything particularly special. It looks nicely well put together. It's got a nice mounted ECU. Appears to have, it's nothing exciting. There's no dual sensors up the top. It's just the single sensor on the top. Glow plug. As I say, there's nothing particularly exciting. There's no, is it a balanced fan? No, there's no balancing marks. There's no balancing springs or tabs on the fan. It's just an absolutely bog standard generic 12 volt. Well, yet to be seen if it's a switchable 12 volt, 24 volt, because the manual is a bit vague. But even if the ECU is switchable, the fuel pump and the glow plug will still be 12 volts. It's not like the other one, which was a 24 volt and the transformer changed the mains into 24. It's not that. It's just you buy a 12 volt or 24 volt version. So that is inside the heater. Is not very exciting. There's no point taking it fully apart. It's just going to look like a normal heater inside. There was nothing exciting to be gained from looking in there. I've lost the end. I'm fairly sure it had. It is. It's right there. We'll screw that back on. So the heater is mounted inside the box securely. It is attached to the base of the unit itself. The sides of the box are all just plastic clipped in. They all just clip together. So let me show you the reverse of disassembly, which would be assembly. He hoped. Hopefully. Please click into place. Is that the right end? Yes. Why is that? Will that go around there? That will go around there. There we go. What's that? Is that in? It doesn't feel in. Don't make me a liar. Maybe it is. Ah. Man, it sure came apart a lot easier. Maybe I'll try a side. Are the sides ubiquitous? No, that is the other side. This side has a hole in it so you can see the fuel tank level. Everything should just push together. That end was not on. It sure came apart a lot easier than it's going back together. Now, disassembly might be a one-way street. Take it apart, it might not want to go back together. I think what I need is a long screwdriver. See, the tabs on the bottom, these tabs, they're the kind of... They look like the hinge kind, but they're not quite hinges. The ones up the sides are just your normal plastic clip into place, but the ones on this edge, they should just like roll into their slots. Their slats. Let me see if I can get one to roll back in. I mean, somebody put this here together for this way because it goes together from the... Right, let me fight this for a few minutes and then I'll bring you back. Okay, I think I've mostly worked out how the sides go in. They kind of just fold over into place and then you just kind of have to pull them into the respective slot. Like obviously those reasons are at the bottom, so you just kind of have to line them up and give them a push, and they should just click back into... They should click. Come on now, don't make me a liar. Don't make me a liar. How can you be the only ones that haven't clicked into place? Come on, do it. Do it. If it would stop sliding. It's making me a liar. Anyway, you get the idea. I probably wouldn't take it apart unless you really had to, because putting it back together is not the greatest amount of fun. Getting it out is really easy. Everything just clips off and then sides fall off. Taking it apart was an absolute dawdle. Let us proceed then, instead, to fill it up with diesel. Fill it up with diesel? Well, perhaps not fill. We will put some diesel in it. Let me acquire some diesel. How much can I spill? Ugh, have I got a funnel? Just give me a funnel, please. Some funnel. More things to aim at. There's half a litre. 1 litre of diesel. Fabulous. Hopefully that's enough to wet the bottom of the tank. Let me peer in. That is barely enough to wet the bottom of the tank. It's right, 1.5 litres. So at 1 litre, 1 litre just gets up to basically the fuel point where it takes fuel out of the tank. So that's 1.5 litres. So that should be it. Just over it now. Blue towel. Wipe up our spill. I say wipe up. What I'm doing is just spreading it about really thin. Right, this time. Okay, that is slightly more than enough. It's like that much over the fill line, the very bottom. So it won't take long for it to run out of diesel. That's 1.5 litres. So when it goes empty, it's still got a litre of diesel in it. If you were to tip it up on its side that way, towards the hot end, you'll get the rest of your fuel coming out. Okay, we're just going to do this whole thing live. Let's take the 240 volt depth adapter and we will plug it into the wall. Who's coming out? If we are suddenly plunged into darkness, we will know why. Right, let's not turn it on just yet. Ugh, look at the non-fused plug. Why? Why? Did it really save that much money on a non-fused plug? Really? Really? I refuse to believe it. And we will go red to red. Well, at least the terminals are the right size. That's always a good one. Right. But great. So the insulation, the heat shrink, prevents you from doing a nice, tight screw onto the. Well, actually, wait, I'll just show you. Hold on. Let's show you, because we're going to show you. If I take this, even if I turn it around the wrong way, and screw this on. Right, and I will bring you in and show you exactly what I mean. I'll zoom. So you see the heat shrink here. Right, can I get a top shot? You'll notice that there's still a big gap where it's not actually tightening down on it. It's tightening down on the insulation there rather than on the actual eyelet itself. So what we'll do is strip off some of that insulation so we've got a good solid electrical connection. Because let's face it, we're about to put like nearly 15 amps through this. Nearer 10, but perhaps up to 15. So we'll just very carefully trim off this excess heat shrink, hopefully, without stabbing or without cutting my fingers. That'd be nice. Right, positive side done. The negative side, it's not just as bad, but it's pretty close. I'll just do the same on this side. I mean, I like that they went to the bother of putting heat shrink on, but you've heat shrinked over the eyelet itself. That's not good. So now, when we put that on, I can see it's already better. That's now tightened down. If we just squadge it a bit better, that's much better. We're now fully tightened down. Are we ready? Can I get a countdown? Let me turn you around so you can see the display at the front. Come round. All the way around. Thank you. Right, so I really want to tip it towards us. Let's use... There. It's just so we can get the most amount of fuel. Right, we're ready. Right, we're ready to just recenter. And we will throw the mains power and be plunged into darkness. No, good. We've got a green light on the power supply. And what appears to be nothing here. Off to flyer already. Okay. Let's see. Everybody still connected and inside? Got red to red. Yep, red to red. Black to black. I don't see any reason it should be. Let's press the power button, see if that does anything. Nope, got nothing. Nothing. No, nothing. Okay. Let's investigate then. Let's pull out the fuse. Let's fish our way down. Sorry, I'm sorry you can't see anything. But... Right, well, let me bring you over. Bring you over here. Have a look. Come, enjoy with me. This is exciting. We're off to a flyer. Right. I'm trying to fish the fuse out of inside of here. Is this we're opening? There isn't a fuse. I mean, I can see the fuse. And there's definitely... There's a fuse. Shall we check its continuity and non-continuity? Where's my good multimeter? It's in the house. We will just have to use our other multimeter. There's BP bit. BP1, right. Can confirm, that's fine. Fuse is fine. Okay. Let's put the fuse back in. Any spark? Yep. Okay, it's sparked. So we've got power. Why is the heater not turning on then? What are we doing wrong? Actually, while we're here, let me just check the output voltage of that power supply. It is outputting 12.84 volts. Just if anyone was curious. Right. Well, let me put the lid back on. And bring you back round to the front. And we will try again. Bring you back down here. Okay, here we go. Have I missed a crucial step in the instruction manual? I mean, I kind of want to... It's got on, off, up, down, and mode. That's all there is. Press the power button to turn on when the machine is off. Press it to turn off when the machine is on. Smashing. Okay, let's just press and hold the down button for 7 seconds, and hopefully the fuel pump should prime. That's the down button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that didn't work, so press and hold the power button. Does that do anything? Is the display attached? The fuel pump wasn't attached. Is perhaps the display also not plugged in? Oh, I have put my screwdriver away. Well, here's a brief deconstruction video. There's a couple of clips around the side. That pings that off. Step over the other side. That disconnects the front. Is the front plugged into anything? I can see a wire. The front appears to be... What is that? Do you think that might be a problem? Do you see the red pin there? It's not all the way in. It is significantly shorter than its friends. Too close. Let us try and poke that in. Right, it's now locked in place. Fingers crossed, when I plug this in, the screen lights up. Fingers crossed. Would you believe it? The screen now lights up. So not only was the fuel pipe not plugged in, and it has a weird mains connector, the fuel panel, the control panel was also not plugged in. That means that once assembled, nobody tested this heater actually functioned. It has never been run. This will be the first time this heater has ever run. Let me just click that panel back in place. Did you hear it that time? It actually clicked into place that time. That's excellent. Right, we're just going to call that clicked in. And then click all these bits back together. Lovely. Fairly sure that's attached. Hopefully. That side. That's... Okay, that's all back together. And we'll just give it a thump just to make sure. Lovely. Okay. Okay. That should be it. Ready. This time. How long has that been in the video? Ready. Ready to start. So, first thing we'll do, we'll press and hold the down button for 7 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we're now pumping. I should really take the lid off and I can look at the fuel. Come with me. First of all, you can usually hear when... What we'll do is, because I've looped the fuel pipe, this fuel pipe up around the top. Can you see it there? Right, my finger wasn't in the way. See the fuel making its way up and over. Not recommended. You'll get bubbles, but it won't really matter where this is going. It won't care. That's fine. Right, it's doing it. That's probably primed enough. Or as good as primed enough. What turns it off? Excellent. Press and hold. Press zipper. Oh, it speaks a lot of Chinese. Great. Well, let's do the turn on again then. Right. Here we go. Right. Box together. Ready. On. On. Marvellous. Now, according to the thing, we should have up and... Oh, yeah, right, okay. Can you see? If I zoom you in. I zoom on the display. Pressing up and down adjusts this bit of ups and downs. There's like maximum power. There's minimum power. If I press and hold it, does it change the temperature? Nope, I've done something else instead. Oh, forgot to take the forgot to take the plug out the exhaust. That's why I was struggling. Whoopsie daisies. Right, anyway, let's set it to maximum attack. I noticed the little Wi-Fi logo, which I'll presume is for the Bluetooth, is illuminated. Right, let's just let this light up. Well, it's making all the right noises. I can't hear the fuel pump anymore. Oh no, there it goes. It's off. It's doing it. We should have ignition. Nice. That's a pretty ugly display. That's the word I'm looking for. We've seen the Bluetooth app in a different video. Wow, that's pretty loud, like it's running. Go. It's just working on getting the air out of the system. Press and hold M and down for 3 seconds at the same time to switch between English, Chinese, Russian and voice off. That'd be splendid. Alright, press up and down simultaneously for 3 seconds to engage engineering mode, where we can see heater motherboard version, fault code, shell temperature, power supply voltage, heater running gear, cab temperature and altitude. So if we press up and down together, I'm trying to get my hands in the 1, 2, 3, engineering mode. Altitude, that should be unit temperature, fuel tank size, so there's actually more settings in here than it tells you. Presume that's body temperature, yes, so that's the body temperature. It's creeping away up now, smashing. That's fine. No errors. I don't know what that one is. I presume it's got Bluetooth, because it's got Bluetooth. And then how do you get out of here? Okay, just press the power button to get out. Well, it's running. It's giving us nice hot air. Woo. Right. Let's turn all the way down. Relatively quiet. I mean, the loudest bit, as always, is the exhaust. If you can quieten the exhaust down somehow by having that piped away outside with a silencer, you'll be fine. Now, my only problem is I don't have a phone to try the Bluetooth with, because we're currently filming on the phone. But we should get another phone and test the Bluetooth. But no, after we've got over our few problems of the display not being plugged in correctly, the fuel pump not being attached to the heater, and the horrendous AC connection for the 12 volt side, that's unforgivable. And that's still in Chinese, but right, we're going to turn it off just now. I'm going to go and find my other phone, bring it back so we can try the Bluetooth, and we'll put the gas analyzer on the exhaust and we'll see what sort of output we get from that. Right, we have the second phone. Wait, I put it in my pocket. We will try the Bluetooth app. We've got the TPI DC710 for the gas analysing. Once we've fired it up, we'll put the probe in, we'll do the gas analysing and see what the output is. Right, first of all, let's power it back on. There we go. Right, can't remember if I've been and got the app yet for this. Play Store. Let's go and get... let me, in fact, first just turn on the screen recorder. That'd be even better. Screen record. Is it doing it? Screen recording. Okay, that's better. Right, it's called Heater BLE. Wait. Quickly rushing to find air heater BLE. Right. Air heater BLE. Go. Air heater BLE. That's the one. Install. Open. No paired. Please scan a new device. Scan. Please turn on Bluetooth first. Bluetooth on. Start scanning. While using the apps, fine. Air heater BLE has stopped. Okay. Scan. Well, that's working well. It's a bit crashy by the looks of it. Like, let's just uninstall that. So, I've had comments from people requesting the original version of this app that I had, and I have stored it. Yeah, sure. On my website. I agree. Go do the thing. Let's go to my website. Sure, consent. I do have a download section. Ah, what's it going to be called? Oh man. Right, I'm going to have to go to my own YouTube comments. Right. Wait. I'm going to go and find the app. I'll be right back. Okay, we're recording again. So, I've been on my website. I have downloaded the version that's on my website, and now we're going to see if that fires up and see if it crashes just the same as the other one. No, it doesn't crash. And there we go. We now have, hopefully, the Bluetooth control of the heater. We shall turn said heater on. And go! Oh, okay. I have no idea what she said. Wonder if I can... No, so there's literally... I'll have to read the manual to see how to change it to English. But that's fine. We've got that running. We have the Bluetooth connector. You saw it there. As long as you use the app that's on my website and not the one in the Play Store, it seems to run fine. At least on Doogee V20 Pro. Android 12, I believe. Anyway, right, that's running. Let's just set it to maximum power. We'll set it to level 10. There we go, level 10. And then we will fire up the gas analyzer. Do I have it installed in this phone? Do I? No. What phone did I have it installed in then? Okay, let's go to the Play Store. Play, please. No, not you. Play. Right. And TPI view. Go. What phone did I use in the last? Was I thermaling with one phone and then using... I must have been using the thermal imaging of this phone and then using a different phone to... oh, perhaps I should move the instruction manual from the exhaust hole. Right, that's doing that. It's a bit wompy. Okay, give it. It's fine. Still working though. Okay, I'm still here. I'm here. Hello. Wi-Fi's not great in here. Smash. Man, this phone is nice and fast. Okay, we are in UK. No, it's okay. Scan for the instrument. Hello. It's over there. Start the bump. I haven't stuck in yet. I'll wait for this to get up to... Well, it's hot at the moment, so let's stab that in there. Let's put the output temperature... I don't know. I wish I had something I could stick it there. At the moment, we're doing okay. Okay, I think that's the glow plug going off now, and it's now running up to... But hey, if we can keep that up, we're doing fine. Still not maxed out yet, but hey, I'll take like... Oh, I never did message that guy that told me what my carbon dioxide should be. I really should message him to see what tuning level I should be aiming for. But the fact I've got greens on here is probably okay. Oh, that's natural gas. Wait, I don't want natural gas. I need light oil. That's better. Not that it's changed the settings much. Okay, so that's us running on maximum power. Should we now reduce the settings? I might just stab. I won't say that. Let's take our down our lowest setting. I'll just vaguely hold the probe here. This is usually where the heaters get a bit squiffy when they start running on low. Yeah, like that. Ah, that's fine. It's coming back down again. Well, that's okay. Surely that's within reasonable, tolerable limits. Yep, that looks good to me. Right, take our probe out of the exhaust. Was that in all the way? Doesn't seem to make much difference. Right, we'll set this in clean air. Clean air on the floor where we can't stand on it. Or we can stand on it less. And I can't turn the pump off until the parts per million drops below... Is it 10? Is it below 10? Then I can... Yeah, we'll just let this thing. Right. While that's doing that, we'll just go back to the air heater. So we can see 129 degrees, that'll be the body temperature. Or sensor temperature, which is in there, will be 23. And the altitude, or elevation rather, 0, because it doesn't do any of that. Run mode. So smart mode should be where I can set the temperature. Can I turn the temperature up and down? Yes. Let's just tell like 20 degrees. There is a setting where you can do it on here. Right, it's now going to run us up to 20. even though the thermometer is showing 23. We just sped up and then slowed down again. It must be I presume it's attempting to maintain a burn chamber temperature, which is nice. Right, the last thing in the manual I wanted to check was how you get her to be in English language. Press and hold M and down for 3 seconds at the same time. Okay, M and down, M and down. Voice off. Oh, wait. Alright, it just goes through them. Right, English. That's the voice in English. Smashing. And that was it. Right, let me turn the said heater off now. I'll just use the button. Off. Stop heating. Yes, madam. Thank you very much. You stop heating. App's gone off. I can now turn off my little pumpy friend. Excellent. I have no idea when the screen capture stopped capturing. Splendid! Previously we had the other Hcalory heater, the one that was in like a case you could open up and inside. And a lot of comments, and a comment from my friend I got, is they did not like the fuel tank being on the outside and with the exposed fuel pipe. That just seemed like a really dumb idea. Thankfully, Hcalory have seen the light and decided to put the fuel tank and this one on the inside. And yes, well, does it make the unit any bigger? Because while the one, the case-shaped one was case-sized, it had a fuel tank that stuck out here anyway. So you're already that size. And obviously, I like the handly bit for dragging it around with its wheels and feet to stand on. Yes, it did have a few niggles where the fuel pipe wasn't attached and the plug for the ECU controller screen wasn't fully engaged. The pin was loose. And as I said before, using the IEC mains connector for a 12 volt source is basically unforgivable. What you've done is you've mixed systems there and you should not do that. And again, the last one is the unfused plug that they've got for the power supply. Cut that plug off and put a fused plug on it, please. Other than that, it appears to be doing a really nice job of heating up and supplying heat. I've also just noticed, I don't think they do actually supply you with any ducting for the end of that. Yeah, I've got a bit on the floor here. Is it normal heater ducting sized? No. It's, I mean, that's your typical heater ducting size. I've even got a hole in it where I'd stuck a probe in it before. That doesn't want to seem to go on there. I mean, it'll go on, but it won't go on and stay if I screw it a little bit. I mean, it does kind of fit. You may have to come up with a solution of your own for attaching that. Yeah, that's weird. I think a strong Jubilee clip would probably sort that out. But yeah, it didn't come with any, so you're gonna have to. Whoa. Oh, okay, a safe journey. Great, smashing. Thanks very much, nice lady. Any questions, comments, anything like that, as always, leave them down below. I'll try my best to answer them. And thanks for watching.